Hello and welcome to my video of tools and techniques groupings part 2. As I mentioned in the part 1, one of the common struggle for PMP aspirants is to memorize the tools and techniques for each of 49 processes of PMBOK guide. Well, in this part 2 video, I will be sharing the ungrouped tools and techniques. In part 1, I have shared 72 grouped tools and techniques. Grouping with index reference will help you to identify the knowledge area and to eliminate the wrong answers from the scenario questions. Today we'll talk about the part 2, which consists of ungrouped tools and techniques. If you like this video, please give your feedback in the comment section below so I can create more tips and tricks for PMP aspirants. If you are new to my channel and watching for the first time, let me welcome you first. I am Praveen Pasam and I am a certified project management professional and supply chain professional having 14 years of experience in various verticals. The tips and tricks I share in my channel are important one which I studied during my PMP preparation. Coming to the slide 1, contents section, in the part 1 of this tools and techniques grouping video, I've already explained all the grouped tools and techniques. You can refer to my video. In this video, as I mentioned, we will look into the ungrouped tools and techniques. Coming to the slide 2 introduction, I've already explained in my part 1, but again I have to reiterate. There are 132 individual tools and techniques in the PMBOK Guide 6th edition. These are not only the tools and techniques that can be used to manage a project. They represent those tools and techniques that are considered to be good practice on most projects most of the time. Some are mentioned once and some appear many times in the PMBOK guide. To assist aspirants in identifying where specific tools and techniques are used, this presentation identifies each tool and technique, the group to which it belongs, and the processes where it listed in the PMBOK guide. In this video, I will be explaining 60 ungrouped tools and techniques. The following tools and techniques groups are used throughout the PMBOK guide, that is data gathering techniques, data analysis techniques, data representation techniques, decision making techniques, communication skills, interpersonal and team skills, which comes around 72 altogether, and there are 60 ungrouped tools and techniques which we are going to see in this part 2 of this video. If you have not watched part 1, please refer to the part 1 of my tools and techniques groupings. I suggest you to familiarize yourself with all the 49 processes and the index numbers to crack the tools and techniques questions, scenario based questions in the final exams. If you are familiarized with the index numbers, it is easy for you to eliminate the wrong knowledge areas, and it will be helpful for you to identify the correct process group as well as knowledge area. Coming to the first slide of the ungrouped tools and techniques, the first column represents the tool and technique, and the first row represents the knowledge area, and there are index numbers you could see which you have to correlate with the project management process group and knowledge area mapping, which I have showed in the slide 3. Get yourself familiarized with the index numbers, and it will help you to easily eliminate the wrong answers. And then coming to the tools and techniques, ungrouped tools and techniques. Advertising is used in procurement. Agile release planning is used in schedule. If you see agile release planning or advertising in the scenario based questions, you can easily identify the knowledge area and eliminate the wrong answers. And there are analogous estimating, which comes in schedule, cost and resources. Audits basically comes in quality, risk and procurement. Bidder conference in procurement. Bottom up estimating comes under schedule, cost, resources. Change control tools, which comes only in integration. Claims administration comes under procurement. Co-location comes under resources. Communication methods, obviously it is in communication. Communication models also in communication. Communication requirement analysis, that is also comes in communication. Communication technology comes in resources as well as communication. There will be a scenario questions related to stakeholders and communication management. Most of the PMP aspirants will get confused, so be aware of the tools and techniques to identify it correctly. And then context diagram comes in scope. Contingent response strategy comes in risk. Cost aggregation comes in cost. Critical path method comes in schedule. If you see the categorization and index, this table, it stores clearly that out of the knowledge areas, only 5 or 6 knowledge areas as the ungrouped tools and techniques. If you get yourself familiar with the index numbers, you can easily crack the questions. Coming to the second slide of the ungrouped tools and techniques. Tool and technique decomposition is used in scope and schedule. Dependency determination and integration used in schedule. Design of X, obviously it is used in quality. This is most important tool and technique. Expert judgment you can see in most of the knowledge areas. Financing, it comes in cost. Funding limit reconciliation also, which comes under cost determined, that is in determined budget. Ground rules, it comes in stakeholder. Historical information review, again determined budget. Individual and team assessments, it comes in resources. Information management, it comes in integration. Inspections, which comes in scope. Quality, procurement and stakeholders. Knowledge management, again in integration. Leads and lags, which only comes in schedule. Meetings, this is similar to expert judgment. It covers all the knowledge areas. You can expect some questions on the design of X, then inspections, and then leads and lags in your final exam. Coming to slide number 3, organizational. This is used in resources, planned resource management. Parametric estimating is important tool and technique used in schedule, cost and resources. Pre-assignment used in resources and estimate activity resources. Then presidency diagramming used in schedule. Problem solving used in quality 8.2 and resources 9.6. Product analysis used in scope. Project management information systems is used in integration, schedule, cost, resources, communication and risk. Project reporting is used in quality. Prompt list used in risk. You can expect a question on the prompt list. Prototypes used in scope. Quality improvement methods used in quality. Recognition and rewards used in resources in developed team. Representation of uncertainty used in risk 11.4. Resource optimization used in schedule. Don't get confused when you see resource, then you don't select the knowledge area resource. Resource optimization is used in 6.5 and 6.6. Risk categorization obviously used in risk 11.3. Role wave planning is used in the schedule, that is 6.2. Define activities. I would say parametric estimating, presidency diagramming method, product analysis, and then prototypes, resource optimization, role wave planning, the most important tools and questions, tools and techniques which you can expect a few questions in the final exam from this ungrouped tools and techniques. We are in the final slide of the tools and techniques. Schedule compression is used in schedule. that is in develop schedule and the control schedule. When you are developing the schedule, you use the schedule compression technique, and when you are reviewing the schedule timelines, there you used in the control schedule. And then schedule network analysis, again it is used in develop schedule. Source selection analysis, obviously it is used in procurement. Strategies for opportunities used in risk, that is 11.5 planned risk responses. Strategies for overall project risk, that is also used in planned risk responses. Strategies for threats, that is used in again 11.5 planned risk responses. Test and inspection planning used in quality testing product evaluations, used in 8.3, that is control quality. 3-point estimating used in schedule, and as well cost. 3-point estimating, you can expect questions in the exam also. 2 complete performance index, TCPI is used in cost, that is under control cost during review. Training, obviously it is used in resources, that is 9.4 develop team. Virtual teams again is used in resources, 9.3 and 9.4 acquire resources and develop team. If you could see this table, it is very clear. You know the index number and identify the knowledge area. You can easily attend the tools and techniques questions, or else you can interpret very well in the scenario questions in your final exams. If you have any doubts, please drop in your questions in the comment section, or you can reach me at my LinkedIn profile, which I have given in the description. I hope the information which I have provided in the slides will be definitely helpful in your final examination success. Thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe, like and share.